YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Attila. A couple things I just want to let you know. I'm going to auto-resolve this one. It's the Quadians basically going after Savaria again. It's nothing worth fighting or wasting campaign episode time here. Any case, some of you may have seen, I've been putting up a reminder on each video, and I made a video a while ago. I'm doing a Patreon campaign where if you have the means, you can help support me with my equipment for the channel. Pretty soon, keep your eyes out. I'm going to have an announcement for what I got with the first month's funding, and I'll be able to show you what you're helping me to get. And then, so the Attilians are going to declare war on me, whatever. I mean, everybody declares war on me at this point. They're going to come right up here and hit Caesarea. They can do whatever they want to it. But in any case, yeah, I'm going to show you all what it is that you're doing and how it's helping me. And the reason these guys could not be given provinces, you all reminded me that they're a nomadic faction, so it's impossible for me to let them settle down. So that's definitely why I can't do anything about that. But anyway, yeah, I'll let you all see what I'm getting. I can go ahead and give you a preview. Basically, I have a good microphone. It's a Blue Snowball. Very good mic. Everybody's declaring war on me now. But yeah, it's a great mic. But as you all notice, sometimes it picks up the background noise of the keyboard and other stuff, and it's just because I don't really have the proper setup. So what I'm going to be getting is a shock mount, where it mounts in that, and a pop filter, and then of course a swing arm, like a mounting arm that I can mount it on, to where it'll sit right in front of me and hopefully get not studio quality sound, but very nice with hopefully not a lot of background noise. So that's what it is that I'm working on for the first month. And there'll be more stuff to come. The other thing that I wanted to announce is I'm going to start uploading my videos earlier. And if you donate on the Patreon campaign, I'm going to send out a link to the unlisted video where you can watch the video earlier. If you cannot donate, you really don't have any need to worry. I was already shifting my schedule in terms of uploads. You aren't missing anything. You'll still get to watch it. I'm just giving those folks who were kind enough to help me something in return for their support, their monetary support, so that I can feel like I'm delivering a value to them beyond just the videos themselves. So that's what I'm going for. I'm not trying to cut people out or force you into donating or anything else like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, again, me trying to provide a value stream to the people who were kind enough to help me, and there have been some of you who are extremely generous. I have a little bit of other stuff planned as well in order to give kind of a special thanks to them. So yeah, should be good. Let's continue the campaign. We have a ton of people declaring war on us at the moment. Our food at this point is very stable in these provinces, but we've got to get these things under control, and we need to get them under control relatively quick. So we're gonna have to play smart here. I'm having integrity problems with a lot of these armies too, because they just haven't ranked up. If we have to, we can decimate them a little. And we'll be fine, and we probably will have to with a few of them, because none of my troops are having great integrity right now. Let's see, so Rome is still stable. It's actually on the mend. The Magna Graecia province will probably be stabilized by the completion of that governor's house. So we're on the way there. Little bit of a problem here because the Attilians and others are kind of moving up on me. And I can't recruit any other units here other than maybe like a bunch of mercenaries or something. And these guys have camel warriors and a bunch of other troops that are going to be kind of hard for me to handle. I'm going to have to try and rely on the garrison and my ability to defend at this garrison. All I can recruit here is extra comitatensis spears. And honestly, that may not be a bad idea to just go ahead and start grabbing a couple. Go ahead and put that in. Let's check this province out here. It's better, but still needs a lot of help. Let's see, we do have sanitation issues here as well. I'm kind of torn in my mind. Like, part of me was leaning towards the one that gives just the public order boost. It gives maintenance costs. These have a maintenance cost too, but these give a lot bigger sanitation plus growth. And both of them give sanitation to all regions in the province, so we don't have to worry about that. This one gives more to each region in the province, so it is +1 public order here. How much do we need to stabilize? 10. We need a pretty big shift here. That would give me 6 of the 10 to go to the governor's house. And other than the waterworks, I'm probably just going to be forced into going down the forum route, because that'll help me cut the difference faster. Let's see. We could basically get it down this chain. And I need the sanitation. That might help. Let's go ahead and try it. We'll try and go down that and then upgrade. We could upgrade here as well because we're probably set for food in this region. We are. So, yeah, we can actually probably head off the public order issue in this province. We're going to need more troops, and we're going to need them soon. I'm one turn away from finishing the rally field here. Mediolanum's on the mend. Let's move down here to Ravenna. So we're going to have the rally field and the infantry grounds are near to completion. And we're going to need to start building up some armies. And I'd like to protect Spain, Africa, and Italy if possible. If I lose Africa or something like that, we can survive. I mean, if I lose a little bit here in Spain, I'll be okay as well. We stabilized kind of these two provinces up here in northern Iberia, but we've got a little bit of work left to do in the southern part. I might actually take this army and start marching south. Let's take these guys. They're still moving in the right direction. Let's see. There's Gauls and Gallic rebels and other stuff that are uprising. That's fine. They'll help create a buffer and other people to go to war against my enemies. I'm not concerned about the outlying settlements at this point. And remember, we settled down the Visigoths, and we also settled down the see, here's some Visigothic armies here as well. We settled down the Swabians as well. Let's go back into our diplomacy. I would really love to talk these settled factions into trading with me, though I don't think they're going to buy it, and I may not be able to trade with them because of losing regions in between me and them. It may cut off the land trade route eventually. Yeah, they're not even interested. So forget it. Not a big deal. I wonder if there's any more buildings for me to tear down. Let's just double check up here. Doesn't look like it there. So I'd like to snag, yeah, like right here, there's a little bit of money. Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff I can tear down here. I'm missing out on free money up here. I can tear all that stuff down, and it's going to give me money back into my coffers here. We want to tear down anything that I'm not planning to keep. That region's almost stable, but I'm still going to tear down stuff here. Because I'll have enough food and everything, and then these buildings can just, you know, help contribute some capital back to my overall cause. Just make sure over here we've got the same thing. Yeah, there's another church we can tear down there. Here we can tear down. Yeah. And let's just go back and check over here. There was a rebellion down here as well. We can tear down the church. Tear down that, tear down that, tear down that. Oh yeah, we got more buildings there that we can tear down. So that'll definitely help me in terms of giving me an extra money. And again, once the enemy takes it, I don't really care. Just trying to see here what we could potentially recruit here. We can't get any legionary defectors. We could just get a little bit of hurlers, no cavalry. So really spears is about the only thing that we can recruit here. If we can get troops levied off of hordes in the area, or levying troops, we can reduce the upkeep cost of our armies. That's a special ability, basically, of the West Romans. So we need to keep that in mind. We're starting to be able to put some integrity on or actually that's a governor, so yeah, he's not going to get jack crap. Let's reset that. Cunning +2, yeah, I mean, there's might as well just give him this one. Authority, public order +2 in the local province would be more useful. Another governor, and we're going to do the same thing, give him a little bit of extra public order. We can assign another provincial governor. Down here in Carthagenesis, we could certainly use that. So I'm going to come down here and assign this guy there. And we can now issue an edict here, and we can cut that public order deficit by 4 real quickly. And I should have trained some priests before I tore down all the churches because they can spread public order, but we'll live for now. Wasn't the best decision on my part, but like I said, I think we can live for now. End this turn and see if we can get a little bit of money. If I need to fight some fights, I will, but I mean, again, like there in Britannia, I'm basically giving it up anyway. We should see if we could offer for the Ostrogoths to settle down. So I will try that to see if we can trick them into settling down. I'm trying to think whether or not I should fight this. They've just got a ton of Nordic levy. They're really bad, and I could probably... No, they have a navy. Yeah, never mind. You can have it. If they didn't have a navy, I probably would have fought that and killed as many of their land units as I can just to be a jerk. But, yeah. And then someone said that sometimes we can get some people to declare war on each other. I don't know if that's still a possibility. We could go give it a shot. Just to, like, try and get them to fight each other rather than us. That's not a bad thought. It's actually a pretty good thought. Creating chaos somewhere else hopefully means that chaos isn't on your front doorstep. So, I think someone in the comments called it aggressive diplomacy.
We would be suitably grateful if you could address an attack.
You want me to join your war against the Tanukids? Yeah, sure. I mean, a lot of good I'm going to be able to help you with since I'm way over here. But yeah, I'll join your war against the... Wait a minute. Who are the Tanukids? Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody hates me anyway. Who am I kidding? I'll take the 2 grand. I need it. Man, look at all these hordes. It's absolutely crazy. So the Quadian, or no, we're being attacked by Quadians. There's another Quadian army. Don't think we can beat back that much Germanic levy. These guys do not have the shield wall ability. Again, it would just be me trying to damage them badly. Is it worth doing? Maybe. I mean, I don't see any feasible way to defeat that much guys for land that I'm basically just going to give up anyway. Well, I'd like to give it to the Ostrogoths. I don't know. Let's not waste our time on this one. Let's try and pick a battle that actually makes more sense rather than me just spending 20 minutes fighting something that doesn't really make sense. Those guys can do what they want up there. Alright, Quadians. You guys are real troublemakers here, too. Look, they just ran off, and they're going to yeah, we'll go get a second one on the same turn. Whatever. Let's see what they do. They may try and nuke this place, because it's been pretty thoroughly pillaged by them previously. They did not, so I can still try to... Or, no. Looks like Savaria just fell to rebels, basically, so I can't offer to give it to the Ostrogoths at the moment. We need to get a big enough army built up in Italy that we can actually try to oppose some of these guys. Ally is under attack by the Visigoths. I gave the Visigoths their land. Or no, hang on. No, never mind. They're allies. Their allies are the Visigoths. The aggressor is Macedonia. So I'm going to have to enter the war on the side of my ally, which is exactly what we need, is more wars. So now Macedonia is going to come over and try and be annoying in Italy, which means I'm going to have to send an army down south to keep an eye on them. As if we didn't have enough things to worry about. Okay, you can see our income falls as we tear down some of these buildings. But it's fine. We have some good provinces left. We can build them up, and you can see that I've freed myself quite a lot of capital here. Let's see where these rebellions. So Lusitania is about to rebel. This is bad. What do we got? Olispo, Toledo. I can't even get there by the end of this. Carthago Nova is slowly still trying to rebel, but it's got a chance of being thwarted if we build the governor's house here. No, it's actually in the positive now. Here we need to build the governor's house as well. And then that should suitably calm down these provinces.
At your command. At your command.
I wonder, can we recruit anything of value here? No, just Comitatensis spears. We may have to hire some mercenaries on the right turn and go after the rebels to try and put them down. I will go ahead and hire a couple of Comitatensis spears. And let's try and get over here and settle this province down just a little. I'm going to go into forced march so we can get all the way here. That way it cuts the amount of public order penalties we're going to take. And get the governor's house there. We're actually in the positive here. And again, let's go ahead and drop the governor's house in here. Get another farm going just to make sure we have positive food outputs. Morocco. Yeah, I mean, I think that Iberia is about to stabilize. I think we can probably stabilize this province as well. Once we finish these upgrades here. Let's get the fields. And let's take a look. So Rome is in good shape. Tarentum's going to have a problem because there's a fleet here from Macedonia. It's exactly what I do not need at the moment. Let's bring these guys over to Mediolanum, or however you say that, and let's bring these guys down south to Tarentum. I cannot reach it, unfortunately, in one go. But I'll try and get as close as I can. I don't know if the Macedonians are going to attack my port there. If they do, I should have a decent garrison at Tarentum. Let's check out the garrison. Oh, yeah, we got a decent garrison. We can put up a fight with that. Here we need to do a little recruiting, and this is going to cut from our bottom line, but already we have access to these Joviani Signoras, however you pronounce that. We got Foederati swords as well. Let's I want to
Are you ready to serve?
I'm trying to, yeah, there we go. I want to expand that for a minute so we can see the stats on these guys. Good attack and damage, decent charge, very poor stats otherwise. So I don't know if those guys are going to be any better than the infantry that can just throw the Pomblada. Now these guys should have access to shield wall. They do, and I can and they have good armor and health, and I'm about to be able to upgrade them to Protectores Domestici, which are a pretty tanky infantry unit. So I would be very happy to get a hold of that. So we got the infantry grounds. That is a lot of maintenance cost to upgrade from there. We can get the Fondatores and Sedatori, Equites, the Cavalry Corral. Let's take a look here. We could put in like a stables here. Yeah, so we could go ahead and let's put the Cavalry Corral here. And we can do a couple more things in Liguria with this extra money we have. First, let's do the governor's house. Let's upgrade to the aqueduct, and let's put a stables in here to give upgrades to our cavalry. And then let's maybe go ahead and spend the money to upgrade there. We need to start getting some troops here. And I'm going to recruit these guys and then upgrade them to the Protectores Domestici, because I feel like they will make the best mainline infantry due to shield wall. So I'm going to recruit in as many of them as I can get, as quick as I can get, and then we're going to need some cavalry. And if we can get at least one good army going, that would be extremely helpful. Over here, I kind of need a military facility as well, but I also just need to stabilize the public order here as quickly as possible. Let's see, we're at 12. If I build this, that cuts that to 6. Plus, I could have the military presence. And we could eventually upgrade these two buildings as well. So I think we'll be all right. We've basically stopped it there. We're on the positive. Working on it there. North Africa is still definitely going to be a problem, but we can try and use our garrison to hold these guys off. Otherwise, it's in stable public order. If we go take a look at our overhead map now in terms of diplomatic status, attitude, region wealth, public order, we are actually starting to see a little bit of green on the map. Yay, a little green, finally. Still in the negative over here, but we are very close to like starting to turn some of these to green. Oh, that would be so nice. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Was there one on here for food? Did it say? Yeah, food. Food production's starting to look a lot better too in some of my provinces. So we're starting to get some movement there. So that is good. Oops. Let's resume the game. Get out of there. Think we are ready to end another turn. There's definitely probably not much left, if anything, for me to tear down. Don't think there is. We can't offer anything to the Ostrogoths. I'd like to be able to levy some troops off of them. Same thing over here, but there's not much I can do. I'm glad the Visigoths are allied to the East Romans. If they actually joined that war, then let's see whether or not they did. If they did, they can help destroy the Macedonians. No, the Visigoths are allied with the Macedonians. Never mind, I read that wrong. Great. I helped settle in the Visigoths. The Visigoths join the enemy and start killing my ally. So this is my emperor here. Gonna give him extra public order in the province where he's at. And another governor, same thing. We want to give him the public order boost as quickly as possible. We may have to decimate some armies soon. We need to get those guys built up. Let's see what we got here. This may be a winnable scenario. Celtic levy. Celtic band. I haven't fought any battles, and so even though this isn't like completely necessary for me to fight this, I think I am going to fight it just so that we can get some combat in on this episode. That way it's not just me city building on the map the whole time, so let's fight it. We'll see what we can do. I don't know if it's winnable or not because I don't know how good, if at all, this Celtic levy is. We will see. Celtic levy. I'm gonna have to use my cavalry better than I have previously as well. We've got to get into the enemy archers. They obviously will destroy me. I think this is one of those stupid Colosseum maps. It is, which means that defending it is a terrible chore because it is not a good defense position. I almost kind of think just defense back here might be possible. I mean, it would give them the town center and we lose that. Oh, how I wish these guys had shield wall. I think I'm gonna put my Legio here on one flank. Put my spears on the other. And then we'll just kind of let them defend back there. Let's see, the enemy is coming from two directions, and they're gonna have reinforcements as well. I didn't see that they had a particularly large amount of cavalry. They got some Nordic raiders. None over here. This might be a good place to deploy some of my archers over this way. I definitely don't want my archers to get caught by cavalry, but I don't know. Here, let's do this. See if we can gain some type of advantage by getting our Sagittarii out here. First of all, let's check to see if these guys have javelins. They do not. If they leave the Celtic bows, that is going to bode well for me. Let's just get our cavalry out here. Kind of hide the archers up over here a little bit. Not get too crazy. Let's see if the enemy still kind of goes for the town center for the most part. Go ahead and pull our cavalry around. Let's try and be more aggressive with our cavalry this time. I haven't used them well in the last couple of battles. There we go. There's an enemy spear unit that just kind of went hidden here. Just make sure their cavalry doesn't get up behind me. There is no mini-map, but I can kind of turn in a direction that's helpful for me. Are there spears hidden right there in the forest in front of me? I suppose it's possible, but yep, they sure are.
The enemy has laid an ambush.
Let's see, these guys are already getting hit by flaming arrows. If I stick one of these guys to whistle and one of them to flaming, I can probably... Ooh, let's keep our cavalry out of range of their archers. That was kind of close, actually. Let's get out of there. Let's lure out this one spear unit and try and destroy it. I'm a little bit worried about their other archer unit over here, though.
The enemy draws near.
Let's get closer to the spear unit. Now pop it with everything. Okay, we should have hit them with the flaming, and I actually did not have these guys set to both, so let's go back to standard shot. I hit that spear from both directions, and it had a morale penalty, so we quickly got it. General's taking a few hits here. These spears are taking a lot of plumbata, so that's quite good for us. We cleaned up that spear unit. Let's get our archers in over here and start harassing the enemy general. We'll just, like I said, we'll just try and be annoying here and kill as many of the enemy as possible. Let's bring one cavalry around. Let's bring one up this way, but we need to stay out of the range of the enemy bows. Switch to heavy shot. Target the enemy general. Let's roll around here. Let's come up and do some more harassment. Okay, I got charged by cavalry over here. It's gonna absolutely destroy me because of the difficulty settings and everything else. This Legio here will actually do pretty well. But the settlement's on fire now, so that's good because of the raider cavalry. I'm actually gonna take this spear unit and bring it over here. Oh wow, we just got wrecked by that javelin unit. That's great. I'm gonna get over here and try and take out these raider units. Are just like completely torching my city, and my infantry is losing hopelessly over here. Let's try and pull out of that. My general's about to die, so that's bad news. We're going to get a lot of kills on this Legio where it was able to get a favorable engagement, but where that cavalry got a hold of me here, just even though it's a cavalry raider, which is a light melee cavalry, it still just absolutely wrecked me. But yeah, I mean, again, like right here, we got the kind of engagement we want. It goes pretty well. Let's see if we can kill the enemy general. Got heavy shot, precision. Let's turn that on. This other archer unit's just going to be rolling into a bad position, so let's just roll it out. I'm trying to see if the balance bar... There isn't even a balance bar, so the tide might be about to turn against me regardless. I've gotten a few kills on the enemy warlord with my Sagittari, but I don't really have a good angle. And again, the difficulty setting is going to make it difficult to get kills, so I don't expect much here. I'm getting almost nothing. But if we can at least lure the enemy general out, we might be able to give him a few problems. It won't be much. But I would feel pretty good for at least just being a jerk here. Letting my scout equites rest. This unit is kind of standing still and firing. I'm going to get another heavy shot archer over here. This shooting straight at the front of them isn't going to do me much good, especially with them being in cover. I could probably ride the timeout if the AI can't kill me and win the battle, but they would just come right back. Is this the shielded side or the unshielded side? They are standing facing me, so it's not going to do any good. These archers actually had a pretty good angle if it weren't for that building being in their way. Their archers are moving within range of my own. Let's just put some fire down on their archers. Their archers are trying to get range on my cavalry. I'm not going to let them do free shots on my cavalry. So I've got heavy shot pouring into their blob here. Let's switch. Let's kind of split our cavalry up where we can get charges from two sides. The enemy's still not really coming out of the city where I want them. So I'm just going to keep pouring a little bit of fire. I'm killing their Celtic bows pretty easily. Let's bring our cavalry around here. Cavalry around here. I just want to keep trying to take out their bows so that their bows can't get rid of my horsemen. We've got their bows wavering. Okay. One of these guys go to whistle. One go to flaming. Target the enemy general. Target the general. Get out of the way. There we go. Let's kite the bowman back. Let's go ahead and charge their general while we have a shot at him. Just want to be a jerk. See if we can kill the enemy general. I don't know if we can, but we sure got a good charge on him with our scout equites. Let's switch these guys to flaming arrows. Yeah, we're going to kill the enemy general, I think. Possibly not. Yeah, we're going to lose our units here, but hey, whatever. We routed the enemy general unit. Yep, we killed the enemy general. That actually caused a big waver right here, so I'm not ready to give this up just yet. Switch to flaming. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Can we get a flaming volley off on these spears real quick? Wow, their spears are moving so fast. Yeah, I tried to get a charge here, but it didn't really work, and the enemy's not wavering enough. So it was a good idea to try and kill the general. It would certainly have made a difference in the combat, but hey, whatever. We'll give this one up. No win on this one, but we're not going to win a ton of these battles early on. We're just going to have to keep trying to build up a proper fortification in Italy, Iberia, and Africa. And we're still going to have to put up some pretty epic fights there. But these will just give us some practice to kind of see how the AI acts. Right here, what I can tell is that they don't make it real easy for me to get to their archers, which that's a problem. And you saw how bad those javelins destroyed my infantry, just completely destroyed it. And that's because the AI gets a ton of buffs to their stats, like their accuracy, their damage, everything. Melee, morale, they get stat buffs to absolutely everything. And that's going to basically make it to where their skirmishers are going to be wildly more effective than your own. So you just have to get used to it. And killing them early in the battle is obviously the best solution, but when that is not a solution, you just have to make do with whatever you can do. Here's another potential battle where we can try and defend. There's a bunch of, or no, see, they got that navy here too, so again, doubt there's much we can do, but I mean, these guys are just Nordic levy, so I probably am going to save it until next time. Just, I don't know, we're going to see if we can get lucky on a few of these and at least just slow down our enemies, because that buys us time. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.